So let's continue where we left off in the last video. We created this UI anim by clicking this anim button and renaming it to UI anim. So let's animate. First of all, we'll create let's select the high score. Let's start with the button. So we can select the button. We'll go to scale, set it to 0, 0, and click on this add keyframe for this property. So I'll add a keyframe on 0 times 0, 0. Now we can drag it to say time 1 and change the scale to 1, and again click on here to add another keyframe. So now when you drag, you can see it from getting from scale 0 to 1. So what we can do is say around 1.5, we can set the scale to 1.25, 1.25, and again click on this key. So now we have a sort of spring animation sort of feel to it. Now let's do the same for this text, the title. So at 1 it's fine, its scale needs to be 1. At 0 its scale will be 0, or let's start it here at 0.5, the scale will be 0, 0. Let's add a keyframe, and at around 1.75 it'll be 1.25, 1.25, and add keyframe. So now we have the button coming and the text coming. For high score and last score, let's just do a visibility for them. So we can select them both. At 1, the render opacity at 1 is fine, so we'll add keyframes, and at 0.5 we're gonna set it to 0 and add a keyframe. So now you can play over here and see how the animation sees. Now color is staying at start itself, so let's get rid of that. Here, where is game title? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's the animation. Play button access as 0, color comes at here. So let's keyframe. Okay, let's do that. We can come here, we can select the game title and set the scale to 0, 0, and add a keyframe. Oops, we did it to background instead of. Let's select the game title, and here at 0 it needs to be 0, 0, and set keyframe. So now if you play, it will play the right animation. Similarly for high score and last score, at 0 the render opacity will be 0. Okay, so what next we can do is we can add another animation. We'll call that score anim. That's for this bit. So let's go into that one, select the score box. Now for this one, at 0 we'll keyframe the position X, and at 1 we can set it to somewhere around here, so it's -250, -250, and add another key. Now same like what we did before, at around 175 we can let it go further, so let's say -300, and add a key, so we have a sort of spring feel to it as well. Alright, so we have both the animation set up. Now let's code it in the next video.